Good morning, everybody. Yesterday, our last class, we discussing about the digestive system and what is a digestion. Here, a small recapitulation. In human digestive system or any digestive system of organism have two major parts, alimentary canal and associated glands. In human also have digestive tract, associated glands. Here digestive tract starts with mouth and ends with anus. In between mouth and anus these parts are have, that is buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine and large intestine. And also we learn what is mouth and what is buccal cavity. And we learned about teeth. In human beings there are three types of dentition we have. First one is thecodont, second one is diphyodont, third one is heterodont dentition, and four types of teeth. First one is incisors, canines, premolars and molars. And we learn also dental formula. Here dental formula means the arrangement of different types of teeth in each half of both jaws represented by dental formula. In human beings dental formula is 2123 by 2123 is equal to 32. Infants or children dental formula is 2102 by 2102. Here 2 refers to incisors, 1 refers to canines, 2 refers to premolars and 3 refers to molars. In children's the premolars are absent. Okay. Next we also learn about teeth and their shapes and their duties. Incisors have chisel shape used for cutting the food. Canines are dagger-like used tearing, and premolars or molars are treated as cheek teeth used in grinding our food material. Okay, today we have discussing about the structure of tooth. Here this is a 4 marks question in our IPE and also important diagram based question. In this structure of tooth we have only 3 parts. First one is root, second one is neck and third one is crown. Root, neck, crown. And this is a diagram of tooth. Here this upper part is enamel. And second part is dentin, pulp cavity, gums, blood vessels, nerves, jawbone, periodontal membrane. Okay, let's explain the structure of tooth. Here we already says tooth have 3 parts: crown, neck and root. Next, the bulk of tooth is formed by hard material called as dentin. This dentin is secreted by odontoblast cells. These odontoblast cells are mesodermal in origin, and dentin of the crown covered by enamel. This is very important. Dentin of the crown means here this region is crown region. In this crown region this dentin here this part is covered with this enamel. This enamel is the hardest substance in our body, and this enamel secreted by ameloblast cells. It is the ectodermal in origin. And this question is 2 marks. 2 marks for IPE. Dentin of the crown covered by enamel, secreted by ameloblast cells. It is ectodermal in origin and enamel is the hardest substance in the body. In our book, we have a question on this topic. What is the hardest substance in our body and where it is from origin? It is the question. Answer is the hardest substance in the body is enamel, and this enamel is secreted by ameloblast cells. Okay, next, inside of tooth have pulp cavity. This pulp cavity filled up with pulp. Root is covered by cementum. Here root is covered with cementum. Root is covered with cementum. And in the tooth have pulp cavity. Here these are pulp cavity. Pulp cavity filled up with pulp. In this pulp cavity also have blood vessels for blood circulation to the teeth, and also a nerve to gives a nerve impulses to the teeth. Okay, and this root is covered with cementum. Cementum is a substance. Cementum is a substance. Next, gums are covered the basal part of the teeth. Here this is the structure of teeth. In this topic we have one 4 marks question, that is draw a neat labeled diagram of tooth for 4 marks. Only diagram amma, not explanation. Second one, which is the hardest substance in our body and where it is origin? Here answer is 2 words, just 2 words. First one is enamel and second one is ameloblast. Okay, next, in buccal cavity we have 2 parts, teeth and tongue. We completed the topic tooth. Next, we explain about tongue. Here tongue means freely movable, muscular and a sense organ. We have 5 sense organs. First one is skin, second one eyes, ears, nose and this tongue. Tongue also a sense organ. It is a freely movable and muscular structure. It attached the floor of oral cavity or buccal cavity by a folded tissue. This tissue name is frenulum. Okay. Next one, upper surface of tongue have papillae. These papillae are small projections. In some papillae bear taste buds also. Here 4 types of papillae are present on the tongue. First one is fungiform, second one is filiform, third one is circumvallate, fourth one is foliate. This is also 2 marks question in IPE. Types of papillae, 4 types: fungiform, filiform, circumvallate and foliate. Here this is the tongue and the location of papillae. Here this is the tip of the tongue and this is the surface of the tongue, and this is anterior margin. Anterior margin. Here is anterior margin and it is base. Here it is base of tongue. The location of these papillae are in different places on the tongue. Here fungiform are the tip of the tongue. Here the fungiform papillae are present, and this is filiform. Filiform papillae are located in the surface of the tongue, and third one circumvallate base. Here the base of the tongue have circumvallate base surface, and these places are lateral sides. Foliate papillae are located in lateral sides of the tongue. Okay. Tongue acts as a universal toothbrush. Universal toothbrush. It helps mixing the saliva with food and taste detection and deglutition and speaking. These four are duties of the tongue. Next part is pharynx. Here pharynx means grasani. Pharynx means grasani. Oral cavity or buccal cavity leads to pharynx. Pharynx is treated as a common passage to food and air. Next, pharynx divides into three types: nasopharynx, oropharynx and laryngopharynx. Next, pharynx leads to esophagus. Here third part is esophagus. Here pharynx this part is pharynx. Here this is nasal chamber and this opening is buccal cavity. Here air and here food we take at a time. Here air comes to nasal chambers to pharynx and enters into lungs through pharynx, and also food also we take into mouth and enters into buccal cavity and go to pharynx. Here so these pharynx treated as the common passage to air and food. Here food went into pharynx and go to this tract. This is esophagus. Here air went into nasal chamber through pharynx goes into lungs. Okay. So this is pharynx. This pharynx treated as common passage to air and food. Okay. This pharynx leads to esophagus. Esophagus is a thin long tube passing through our neck, thorax, diaphragm and leads into stomach. Here this is mouth and this is buccal cavity and this is pharynx and this is esophagus. Esophagus is a thin long tube passing through our neck, thorax, diaphragm and leads to stomach. Like this. This is stomach. Gastroesophageal or cardiac sphincter regulates the opening between esophagus and stomach. Here in between esophagus and stomach, here it is stomach and here it is esophagus. In between these two parts have a sphincter. Sphincter means kavatamama. Here one muscular sphincter is present in between these two parts, esophagus and stomach. Okay. And next upper esophageal. Here this is esophagus and this is pharynx. In between pharynx and esophagus also have upper esophageal sphincter, and this sphincter is cardiac sphincter. This sphincter helps that prevents the undigested food come back to this esophagus. ఓకే, మనకి అప్పుడప్పుడు వామిటింగ్ వస్తుంది కదమ్మా. వామిటింగ్ వచ్చినప్పుడు ఏమైందంటే ఇక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి ఈ కార్డియాక్ స్ఫింక్టర్ ఏదైతే ఉందో అది ఓపెన్ కావడం వల్ల ఇక్కడ మనకు ఉన్నటువంటి స్టమక్లో ఉన్నటువంటి అన్డైజెస్టెడ్ ఫుడ్ ఏదైతే ఉందో అది ఏమైందంటే ఈసోఫాగస్ నుంచి బయటకు అనేది రావడం జరుగుతుంది. దాన్నే మనం వామిటింగ్గా ట్రీట్ చేస్తాం. అంటే అక్కడ ఏం జరిగింది, ఇక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి ఈ కార్డియాక్ స్ఫింక్టర్, ఈ కార్డియాక్ కవాటము, ఈ కార్డియాక్ స్ఫింక్టర్ ఏదైతే ఉందో అదేంటంటే తెరుచుకుంటుందమ్మా. ఇది ఓపెన్ కావడం వల్ల ఇక్కడ ఉన్నటువంటి అన్డైజెస్టెడ్ ఫుడ్, హాఫ్ డైజెస్టెడ్ ఫుడ్ ఏదైతే ఉందో అది వెనుకకి ఇలా రావడం జరుగుతుంది. ఇక్కడ ఇది ఉండడం వల్లనే ఫుడ్ అనేది వెనుకకి రాకుండా ఉంటుంది, డైజెషన్ అనేది ఇక్కడ జరుగుతుంది కాబట్టి. ఓకే, నెక్స్ట్ పార్ట్ స్టమక్. ఈసోఫాగస్ లీడ్స్ టు స్టమక్. ఇట్ ఈజ్ ఏ స్టమక్ ఈజ్ ఏ వైడ్ J-shaped muscular bag-like structure. Here it is J-shape. J-shaped muscular and bag-like structure. It locates in our body is upper left portion of abdominal cavity just below the diaphragm. Okay. In this stomach also have three parts. First one is cardiac portion, second one is fundic region, third one is pyloric portion. Here we have also another sphincter at the pyloric region. This sphincter is pyloric sphincter. Pyloric sphincter used to and to prevent the food back through this to stomach. Okay, next stomach leads to small intestine. Small intestine is the longest part of the alimentary canal or digestive tract. In digestive tract, small intestine is the longest part. Next, in small intestine also three regions. First one is proximal duodenum, second one is jejunum, third one is ileum. First part is duodenum, second one is jejunum, third one is ileum. Duodenum is the proximal part, means mundu bhagam. Next jejunum is middle part and long coil, ఎక్కువగా ముడతలు పడినటువంటి మెల్కలు పడినటువంటి నిర్మాణం. And third one is ileum. Here ileum ఈజ్ ది డిస్టల్ పార్ట్. స్టమక్లో దూర ప్రాంతం ఏంటంటే ఇలియం. ఇదేంటంటే హైలీ కాయిడ్, ఎక్కువగా మెలికలు తిరిగినటువంటి పార్ట్ ఏంటంటే ఇలియం. దీస్ త్రీ పార్ట్స్ ఆర్ లొకేటెడ్ ఇన్ స్మాల్ ఇంటెస్టైన్. డ్యూయోడినం రిసీవ్స్ hepatopancreatic duct. Here the small intestine is just like this. Here this is the duodenum and this is jejunum and last part is ileum. Duodenum, at the place of the duodenum one tract is coming, one duct is coming. This duct is hepatopancreatic duct. Okay, and next ileum, last part of the small intestine, helps opens into large intestine. This is the large intestine. Okay, here also one cavity at the region of ileum. In between the ileum and large intestine also have one wall, that is ileocecal valve. Ileocecal wall prevents the backward flow of fecal matter into small intestine. Okay. Next, large intestine. Small intestine opens into or leads into large intestine, or ileum leads into large intestine. Large intestine also 3 parts: cecum, colon, rectum. Here cecum have a blind sac. In this blind sac have symbiotic organisms. These symbiotic organisms helps to us to digestion the food. Next, cecum also have a narrow finger-like tubular projections, that is vermiform appendix. The vermiform appendix is the vestigial organ to human beings. And second part is colon. In this colon have 4 parts: ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, and sigmoid colon. And the last part of the large intestine is rectum. Rectum is a small dilated canal. It leads to anal canal. Anal canal opens through anus. Anal canal or anus is guarded by 2 sphincters. First one is internal anal sphincter, and second one is external anal sphincter. Here internal anal sphincter is a smooth muscle and external anal sphincter is voluntary muscle. In large intestine there is no significance in digestive activity. Here large intestine only the process of absorption is includes. Absorption of water, minerals and drugs are absorbed in large intestine. Okay. It secretes mucus, means large intestine secrete mucus, which helps in keeping the undigested particles together and lubricating the passage to exterior. This is the digestive tract of human being. A small recapitulation of today's class and the whole class. Digestion means complex food substances converts into simple absorbable forms with the help of enzymes. Digestive system have 2 parts: digestive tract and associated glands. Digestive tract is start with mouth and ends with anus. In between mouth and anus, buccal cavity, pharynx, esophagus, stomach, small intestine and large intestine are present. In mouth is a border or a small opening in between 2 movable lips. Mouth leads to buccal cavity. In buccal cavity we have 2 parts: teeth and tongue. Teeth in human beings have 3 types of dentition: thecodont dentition, diphyodont dentition and heterodont dentition. And next one, dental formula. Here dental formula means the arrangement of different types of teeth in each half of both jaw. It is treated as dental formula. Human dental formula is 2123 by 2123 is equal to 32. We have 4 types of teeth, that is incisors, canines, premolars and molars. Incisors are chisel shape used to cutting the food. Canines are dagger like and tearing the food. Premolars and molars are cheek teeth used for grinding of food material. And we also learned about structure of tooth. Here structure of tooth have majorly 3 parts: crown, neck and root. First, dentin. The hardest bony structure of tooth is dentin. At the region of crown, dentin have covered with enamel. This enamel is the hardest substances in our body origin from ameloblast cells. Dentin is originate from odontoblast cells. Tooth have pulp cavity, fill up with pulp. In pulp cavity also have blood vessels to supply the blood to the tooth, and also have nerve to give nerve impulses to the tooth. And the root is covered with cementum. Cementum is a substance, and root and neck is covered with gums. Okay. Next, tongue. Tongue is a freely movable muscular sense organ attached with frenulum. Upper surface of the tongue have papillae. Majorly 4 types of papillae are present. First one is fungiform, second one filiform, third one is circumvallate, fourth one is foliate. Fungiform is tip of the tongue. Fungiform locates on tip of the tongue, and filiform surface of the tongue, circumvallate base of the tongue, and foliate lateral sides of the posterior. And tongue acts as universal toothbrush. It helps mixing the saliva with food, taste detection, deglutation, and speaking. Pharynx. Pharynx, oral cavity leads pharynx. In pharynx have 3 parts: nasopharynx, oro, and laryngopharynx. Pharynx treated as the common passage to air and food. Esophagus. Pharynx leads to esophagus. Pharynx leads to esophagus. Esophagus is a thin long tube. Esophagus leads to stomach. Here 2 sphincters are present in esophagus. First one is upper esophageal sphincter, and second one is gastroesophageal or cardiac sphincter. Next, stomach is a J-shaped bag-like structure and muscular structure. This stomach also have 3 parts. First one is cardiac portion, second one is fundic portion, third one is pyloric portion. Here in pyloric region we have also one sphincter, that is pyloric sphincter. Stomach leads to small intestine. Small intestine is the largest part of the digestive tract. In small intestine also have 3 parts. First one is duodenum, second one is jejunum, and third one is ileum. In between duodenum and pyloric portion of the stomach have pyloric sphincter, and the region of this duodenum one hepatopancreatic duct also present. This duct serves to duodenum with pancreatic juice. Ileum opens into large intestine. In between the large intestine and ileum also have ileocecal valve. Next, large intestine. Large intestine have also 3 regions, that is cecum, colon, rectum. Cecum have a blind sac, have symbiotic organisms, and also have vermiform appendix. These vermiform appendix is vestigial organ. Next, colon. Colon have 4 parts: ascending colon, transverse colon, descending colon, and sigmoid colon. Next, rectum. Here rectum is a small dilated canal, leads to anal canal and opens through anus. It is guarded by 2 types of sphincter: internal anal sphincter and external anal sphincter. Internal anal sphincter made up of with smooth muscles. External anal sphincters made up of with voluntary muscles. In large intestine, there is no digestive activity present. Only the absorption is presented is due in large intestine. Some water, minerals and certain drugs are absorbed by large intestine. Large intestine also secrete mucus. It helps to the undigested food particles together and lubricate their passage to exterior. Okay, in these topics we have 3 questions in our IPE exam. First one is types of papillae and their location. This is the answer. And second, hardest substance in the body and origin. These 2 words are the answer. And next, here dental formula. And this is the answer. 4 mark question is structure of tooth. Here only diagram carries 4 marks. Okay. Thank you to all.